Hi guys, welcome back to the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel where we're live. It's Friday and everyone's welcome to come on in and do some driving with us or just come in the chat room and talk with us. We're going to be doing some Assetto Corsa. We've registered for the next Sim Racing System race, which will take place in 1 hour's time. That's 8 PM GMT, 7 PM the rest of the world that's using non-British crazy time. And I think first of all, we're just going to do some practice because the race we signed up for is the Mugello Ford Escort RS 1600 B Sim Racing's race on Sim Racing System. Anyone's welcome to join. If you've got a Sim Racing System account, you can join in. And we're good to go. But we obviously need some practice ourselves. I'm not driven this car for ages. Tim, hello. Izzy, hello. Mr. Tom Tom, hello. Finn Barley, hello. Undeniable Luck, hello. So many people, instantaneous, pile into the room, pedal dance. Let's get some practice in this vehicle and then I'll get the game on the screen. Of course it is blank at the moment whilst there's nothing there. Let's see if we can do a window capture of the Assetto Corsa. Then you'll at least be able to see something. There you go. So that's the race we've signed up for. And hopefully it's all good. Huge blister on your hand from karting. That's what you get for going outside. You should have put Lidl bags over your hands and you'd have been totally safe. Hi Peter Stefani. Hello Koal Marsupial. Hello. Right, Ford Escort RS 1600. Never driven this car. Is it even a base car in Assetto Corsa? I think it is. And Mugello. A track we do know because Assetto Corsa's only got 3 tracks in it. So, and Mugello was also in Ferrari Virtual Academy, which Klinos did before they did Assetto Corsa as well. Hello, Kabir Advani from India. Awesome. I don't use racing gloves now. I like naked hands on my steering wheel. Maybe put the camera in a better position, you know. There we go. Hi, the red truck. That red truck. Is that the right one? RS 1600. I don't know what's blue dot is about. I guess that's the skin. We'll do some practice on it. As I say, anyone's welcome to join this. Sim Racing System. Got an hour until the race starts, so just register for it and should be a good fun race. I'll have to do that, Peter. Well, I'll have to check it out. What we got here? Yeah. I think we're all good there. I do need to change my force feedback settings actually. Hi Pete. Gamer Muscle Man. I'm a lady. Where are we? I don't even have it up because my before I started the stream, my computer did a blue screen of death because my webcam popped it on and off at the USB port, and that was enough to trigger a blue screen of death, which is strange. Normally my blue screen of death are from overclocking my computer badly, not from a webcam being unplugged, but hopefully we stay stable and alive for this stream. Right, that's the steering wheel done. What rune are you in? I'm just in a hot lap mode by myself at the moment, but we signed up for the Sim Racing System race. Undeniable Luck, you need to get Assetto Corsa. They've got a new DLC coming out soon. Don't know when the next sale is though. It's the kind of game that's best to buy in a sale. This car's going to be mental. First of all, let's get the view sorted out. How many... Right, we're going to get asked while we're not playing in VR. Get ready. Let's make this nice and big for you guys so you can see what position we're in. Should just put last on there because that's what will be in the race. But yeah, I've just been doing some 2D driving at the moment. Playing through Project Cars 2 for a review, which will be coming on the 18th when the embargo is lifted. Doing some 2D, some VR and that, but just doing some 2D recently, so if anyone asks, I don't know, we'll just have to make something up. Why are you driving in 2D? One of my eyes has fallen out, and I don't need VR anymore because I've only got one eye. Where is this force feedback? There we go, let's go down a little bit. Say a little bit, that's half the force feedback. I don't want to get RSI this evening. Okay. 8 PM, Pete's. It should be good. Save that. Okay. When you figure out the commands. Oh right, you're playing Flight Sim X. I'm going to need to put my shoes on actually. The one bad thing with flight sims is it does indeed help wearing shoes. Otherwise you get cramp in your foot. Check my shoes for spiders. There we go. I haven't driven my shoes on for ages actually. Kind of get used to driving without shoes on. Right. Might have to put some AI in a minute. I'm just going to do 2 or 3 laps on my own. Right, I do 1 lap on my own. Then we'll pop some AI in. Oh, okay. We'll just put AI in straight away. It's more interesting to watch. But before that, I just need to put some dampening on my direct drive wheel. It's a tiny bit, should do it. Okay. I know, it's a total death understeer. Right, we'll just do a race with AI because it's more exciting to watch and it'll be more fun. And then we've got, well, 55 minutes until the race actually starts. Quick race, here we go. How many AI should we put on? Strength 98%, variation 1%, 15 opponents. That's the wrong car. There we go. 18 opponents. That'll do, I think. I'm approaching the mountains. Please pray for me. James is my driver name in game, I think, on the list. If it's not using Game of Muscle. It is an SRS race, yes. I'm just getting a little bit of practice in before it begins at 8 PM. Got a coffee, got a Maltesers. That's how you know you're a professional race driver. Look at these cars. It's like I've gone back in time. James Muscle. I think there's only one James on the server list. I use Emos, but I'm quite excited to see this car. Less grip than an ice cube on a frying pan. That makes no sense, but I mean it is slidey. Not the best of analogies, not the worst of analogies, but this car's slippy nonetheless. I've got to wash up first. Yeah, I've just been playing Project Cars 2 today. The press build's, not the press build, the review build is certainly a lot better than the press build. The cars are a lot more consistent. Force feedback's a lot better. I'm trying to just put as many hours into it as possible, really, before the 18th when the embargo lifts, and then we'll hopefully have a bunch of content out. Spam the internet with Project Cars 2 content, but I know there's a lot of people that want to know about it, so it's always good. I do follow. I watch Formula 1 races, but I don't really follow it. I do watch all the races though, so I guess I do follow it, but I'm not really that into it, if that makes sense. This car's so rolly on its suspension, and look how big the wheels are. This is going to be a fun race, I think. Hi, Danny G. It does have quite a lot of understeer, this car. I think you really do have to work with the vehicle. Additional button mapping? I don't know. Everything seems to map. I've got the direct drive wheel working Project Cars 2, the shifter and the button box on the steering wheel that I'm using. So, seems alright. Yeah, I probably will watch parts of it. I normally tune into the Formula 1. I watch normally the first half of the race and just leave it on in the background. And then hope that there's an interesting race action going on. Often there isn't. The last sort of 4 or 5 years of Formula 1 have been a bit dull, really, apart from the occasional race. I'm hoping for Robert Kubica to come back, because he drives, you know, he drives like Michael Schumacher, really. You know, he just attacks all the time. Verstappen actually does as well. If he has a chance and he has to actually chase for it, you know, he'll drive recklessly and push, and that's what you want as a spectator. But he hasn't really had to that much. His car's just been breaking down. So this year, so it's been a while really since we've had a really good back and forth season in Formula 1 that's made it really exciting, I think. This car. Sounds like it's drowning. Is there a Goodwood circuit for Assetto Corsa? There should be, shouldn't there? I'm not seeing it myself on the mod sites. Oh, the lift off oversteer. Sign up Nick van Lehoven to Sim Racing System. What's the AI? He's gone deep. That's quite nice, actually. I mean, the AI in Kunos are actually really good since about 4 months or so ago, and they actually do quite convincing mistakes. Yeah, the race on Sim Racing System with this car is going to be all about being as smooth as possible. Hi, Owen Vanderboer. I'll have to get that. I was watching Goodwood. That was actually really good fun to watch, especially the vintage races. So good. They were absolutely caning those cars and then walling them, and proper side-by-side battling, going all over the place. Because those cars just have so much slip on them. But then clearly the drivers can pull them back. You know, that's just how they drive. That's what you get when you have bicycle tyres on a 2-ton vehicle. Woohoo! This AI is schooling me. I can't catch up with them. I think this car kind of lures you in because you're like, oh, I can push a bit harder there, and you do, and you go too deep, and 4 years later you're back on the racing line. And even on the throttle there, it's sort of running off the track. Like driving a bouncy castle. Oh. Not sure how much different setup we'll make with this car actually. This default in the game doesn't seem too bad. Not sure about its top end speed though. Hi Blair Murray, welcome to the stream. Woo! AI are fast through here. Yeah, so you really have to balance the throttle out of the corner with a tiny bit of steering angle, so you're laying the power down with a slight bit of slip. Nice one, HM FPL. I'm not sure where the actual brake point is. We'll have to work that out. Oh. I'll probably do some public server racing after this race on Sim Racing System. If I'm still awake. Depends how much coffee I've got. Do you know what? I can't even remember what car it is. A Ford something. Ford MK something or other. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you could do actually. If you want to set up a server with this car, that'd be pretty awesome. We've got about 40 minutes or so before the race. And then if you do it with like 10-minute qualifying, 5-lap race, then we should be able to get 2 races in. That could be cool. If you want to do that. It's up to you, boss. In Vandermoor, the remote server admin service. Brown car going a bit deep there. Oh. Never sure with that corner if you're better off going in deep or up the inside or through the middle. It's one of those corners where it's kind of ambiguous as to where the best line is with different cars to actually get the power down through it. I like the giant air vents this vehicle has. Nice and subtle. The 80s style air vents where you to twiddle the plastic to redirect the airflow. If you go in a bit too deep, the car kind of topples over itself and then has a big fall off in grip. Hi Frankenstein NL. What have I done now? I haven't made you buy something. This is normally what I'm guilty of. Why can't I catch up with these AI? What's wrong with me? Need to get back to driving school. Sim racing school. Hi Classic Seaview, welcome back. About 35 minutes till the race. Oh, there we go. We can brake a lot heavier than what we have been. Look at his wheels. Absolutely humongous. Get out of the way. We won't be doing that online, hopefully. But with AI, it's fine. Can abuse them. That's what they're there for. We certainly don't need a gym for the arm muscles when you've got a direct drive wheel. Unfortunately, it sort of exercises the wrong muscle groups. Still need a pull-up bar and a exercise bike and a treadmill, unfortunately. Otherwise you could just live on the direct drive wheel and you'd be super healthy and super fit. Which one did you get, Classic Seaview? Oh, look at this, we might actually beat the AI. We seem to have slowly gotten faster lap on that. Oh no. Did you get the one from my video? From Simplicity. It's almost like drifting this car. You can't hold it in a slide. Does the Sim Racing Bay OSW come with, is it a Simucube setup as well? Just a small Maze Simucube? To be honest, I mean, it's got to that point now where, given you can get the direct drive wheels for sort of £900, say 1,200 with the rim and button box and everything. If you know you're addicted to sim racing and you know there's no return and basically you're a sad person for the rest of your life, you might as well just go all in on it if you can afford it, and you know it's not going to break. They're breaking really late. Look at the reflections as I smash my car into his bumper. Out the way. The setting up hour with Simplicity. Oh no, I was reading the chat room. Never read the chat room when there's a break point coming up. Blocked. The setting up hour, Oleana from Simplicity just goes over it with you, all the different settings with Granity and what have you, because there's a ton of stuff you can set. I mean, the nice thing is with direct drive wheels is they don't have to be complicated. Yeah, I mean, you can just go for the generic settings that people recommend for your Simucube setup and your wheel, and it'll be absolutely fun. It'll absolutely destroy anything else that you might use as a force feedback wheel. But if you really want to start tinkering, there's a lot you can do to get different results from it. I'm interested to see what the new force feedback software is like, though, that Granity should be releasing in a month or so. That'll be interesting. Supposedly should be able to replace and be better than MOS, but mind you, I've not really had a problem with the MOS software. I mean, it's not like using it I've gone, oh, this is broken, or this needs to be better. It's pretty damn good. Whoa, he says, driving sideways. Okay, Game of Muscles Pump Fest is live, so we'll go over to that now. Good timing. Yeah, I think the hard part with the Simplicity wheel, or like any of them really, is it's just familiarising yourself with the different software that you can use, and how it all operates, how you install it. But it's not complicated. It's the kind of thing that's easy to follow instructions to do, but it is nice having someone to guide you through it. It does make it easier. But once it's set up, you really don't have to do anything. Right, join the Game of Muscle server and get some practice in before we do the 8 PM Sim Racing System race. 27 people registered so far. So B Sim Racing Ford Escort RS1600. That's the car name. There we go. Game of Muscle server. Let's get on that. I will do Classic Evo. I've been playing it with the OSW all today, and the force feedback's a lot better now in the review version of the game compared to the press version. It's a lot more consistent. The press version has some weird sort of tugging and stuff with the force feedback. It is a lot better now. Across all the cars as well. That was another thing with the press version. Some of the cars were terrible. Some of them were really nice, like the Bat Mono and the Caterham. Well, there was a couple of cars that were quite nice in the press version, but a lot of them weren't. But every car I've tried so far seems pretty solid, actually. Game of Muscle, here we go. What am I doing? Brain is set to neutral here. Game of Muscle Pump Fest. Captain Slow's already in there. You've got 6 minutes to join for the race, guys. Oh dear. Let's put a fan on because I'm cooking here. Hopefully the fan's not too noisy on the mic. Can you just? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't have to quit out the game like AC to change settings. Most settings you can do in the game, like the graphical settings, and if you need to tweak a specific car's force feedback, for example, like the Rallycross cars in Project Cars 2 are a little bit crazy on the high force feedback settings, so it's nice to just turn the power down on them. You need to do that on the fly. I think they've got car specific settings, but it's not obvious. I'm sure you can set it up though, because you can do that in Project Cars 1, but I've not bothered so far. Here we go. So what setup options have we got here? Gear ratio, just the final drive. Tyres, just got the vintage tyre pressure. Camber, I mean, we could change the camber and tone stuff, but seem to be all right. Differential, the drivetrain. It seemed fairly balanced, the default setup, mind you. I guess lowering the car would probably get a bit of speed, but then again, it's not got like a fancy rear diffuser or anything on it to really suck it to the ground. So yeah, I'm sure the default's fine. Alright, Classic Sea View. Thanks Thanks for popping along. Take the force back down. Touch holes will be absolutely knackered. Just give me a little tap. Hi Buttons, welcome back. I think it's when the tyres are cold it just slides out straight away. Which wheel should you go for? It's hard to say between the T300 and the G29. If you can get a G29 super cheap, then it's a good option. If you can get a T300 super cheap, it's a good option. Personally, I wouldn't bother with the TSPC Racer unless you can get it cheap. Unless you get it cheap, but it's a bit overpriced still for what you get because it's only a bit better than the T300, but it does come with a really nice Formula rim. So yeah, it's hard to say really. It's often the case of just looking out for bargains on the G29 and the T300 because they do sometimes drop quite a bit in price. I know some people really don't like the G29, but I really like the G25. That's what I really started out with for like 5 years, and the G29 is basically the same as G27. So I guess if you just wanted to replace what's broken. Go through there sideways. I'm not sure how long the actual sim racing system race will be. I assume it's going to be 20 minutes or so. This race here is just 5 laps. Hi, the Aussie Racing channel. Yeah, the G25 came out in 2007, I think. So I got it about... I think I got it... Oh no, actually... it must have come out in like 2006. I think I got it a year or so after it came out, maybe 2 years after it came out. The old COG video filmed in the outskirts of Newcastle at the beach. Don't think you're supposed to take these corners sideways. I like how this car just drives itself. At the moment I'm using the SW20 by Simplicity. It's a small Mage direct drive wheel using SimuCube, and then I'm using a Sim-Gear button box with an Umtracento steering wheel. It's an absolutely fantastic piece of kit. It's about as good as you can get, really. Is the TX the same as the T300? I always get confused with Thrustmaster's branding because they always release like 4 wheels that are exactly the same. Logitech did that with the G29 because they've got the PlayStation versions and then the PC versions. Let's see if we can do a 360. No. Well, that wasn't very smooth, but it was a nice try. Off to the race. 25 minutes to register, guys, to Sim Racing System Race if you want to do the proper race with us. Just do a search for B Sim Racing event. Well, it's the next event on Sim Racing System anyway, so it should be pretty obvious which one it is. No smoking. So in this serve we've got Captain Slow, Luca Cartin, Jody Shinton and myself. Thanks Aussie Racing Channel. Do have a bunch of stuff that's going to be happening soon. It's going to be really cool. Got some nice equipment to review. Of course, got Project Cars 2 embargo lifting on the 18th, so we'll have content on that then. Forza 7 demos coming out, I think, soon. I think it's around about the same time. Set of course a new DLC. There's a bunch of stuff happening. This is how you warm up your car. This is how you destroy your car's gearbox and engine. Whoops, we had the steering wheel at a bit of an angle there. I've not tried the CSL Elite pedals. The T300 default pedals. Oh, we've had a bit of an accident there. Oh well. Rejoin. The T300 default pedals really aren't very good at all. And if you can get load cell pedals, they definitely help. There's a T300 wheel that Thrustmaster do that has the T3PA pedals, which aren't terrible. They're still not load cell, but they're not bad. You can, they do the job perfectly well. It's just the default T300 pedals. They're worse than the G29 pedals. They're really not good at all. But they're usable, but they're just a bit naff. But really tacky and plasticky. Dive bomb. Sorry. Jody Shinton. Got a bit of a Game of Muscle dent in his door now. Whoa! We're not taking our foot off the accelerator. We're just going to turn the steering wheel. Whoops. Yeah, it does have a habit, this car, of just falling off the track if you're not careful. As it goes, blue car goes Captain Slow. He's for a moment Captain Super Speed. He just sneaks on through. Oh, look how much these cars move around in the suspension. Oh, he's locked up. He's not going to get around that. Oh, he's managed to keep it on the track. Jody Shinton almost running out of tarmac there. And you kind of have to remember to keep it in gear even when it appears like you're hitting the limiter, because all that's happening is the wheels are spinning up, but then it comes back in once the tyres grip up. So you don't need to change up so fast. Oh, side on, Captain Slow. This is Assetto Corsa Tiago Bizarro. Going to the Sim Racing Expo. Awesome. I assume you live in Germany. I couldn't make it this year. I think I will be going next year, to be honest, because I'll have planned ahead for it. Things were a bit up in the air this year. I hope I didn't just knock him off the track. Oh well. Stuff to look out for, though. I think really the nice thing with Sim Racing Expo is it'd be a good opportunity to just try a bunch of kit that you wouldn't normally get to try. I know there's some interesting motion rig companies there that'll be demoing stuff, and there'll be a bunch of competitions. It's probably worth taking part in to win some prizes, I'd have thought. That's what I'll be doing. Although of all places to try and enter and win something with a sim racing competition, Sim Racing Expo is probably the worst, because you know there's going to be sim racers that'll be good at it. Whereas if you go to like a car show or something, or just a trade event and they've got a simulator there, chances are, if you're moderately good at sim racing, you'll be one of the top people there. Oh, sorry. I was reading the chat. That's Tiago's fault. Oh, I've lost my gear stick. I only know how to say Tiago because I know other people in Portugal with the same name. It seems like half the people in Portugal are called Tiago. It seems to be a really popular name. Glad that you like the videos though. It's always cool hearing back from people. Is Autosport International at Birmingham this year? Birmingham NEC? I don't tend to get out that much, you know. I'm trying to make more of a habit of it. I think next year we're definitely going to a lot more events than previously. But I live close to London. Birmingham's a bit far. I mean, if I was to go to Birmingham, I'd have to stay over at someone's house or get a hotel. And it's a good sort of 4.5 hours from where I live. Whereas London's only an hour and a half or so. So, bogged down. Yeah, I'm in Kent as well, James Osborne. Whereabouts are you in Kent? Because Kent's pretty big. It depends where you are on the train line as to how far away from London you are, or how long it takes. Hi Luke Zentelis. No, I haven't. No, not yet. Still using the old one. I've done some modifications to it. Hopefully it holds up for the race today. I can't read your name. Are you Polish? That is a crazy name. It's probably a normal name if you say it normally, but written out, that's like something from The Witcher. I don't know the cars in the Ferrari packs. I haven't really looked into it, so I'm just going to take it as they come. And we'll go through it. Go through cars one by one. My next door neighbours are Polish, and they're actually really nice. But I tried to get them to teach me some Polish words, but I can't remember any of them. It's not a language that is easy to just pick up. Which sim should you buy first? What I'd do, actually, you know what? Race Room Racing Experience recently did an update where you could try every single car for free. So you might as well get that first because it doesn't cost anything. And I'd say for the other ones, I mean, I'm an AC fanboy, so I really like AC, but I would say it's best to buy it when it's on sale so you can get all the DLC and everything and be done with it, and then you can enjoy all the mods. AC probably gives the best value for money out of all the sims, I think, in general, just because of the modding. So I'd say download Race Room on Steam, just try it out for free, see what you like. You could even just they've got a pack on there for like £6, which comes with a couple of tracks and a couple of cars. You can race AI with them and stuff. So it's actually pretty good fun for £6. And you can try the rest of the cars out for free, see if there's anything you really like. Wait for AC in a sale. What else is there that's really worth getting? I mean, Automobilista is really nice, but it's not very active online, so again, it's another kind of game to wait for a sale, really. iRacing is really expensive, but if it clicks with you and you want to just do multiplayer racing, could be alright. I guess if you do, if you're happy with slower cars and you just subscribe for the basic content using one of their promotions, it might actually be alright. It is really good for online racing. Hold the car sideways around here. The PC version of Assetto Corsa is a lot better than the console version just because of the mods, and it tends to get updated first and has everything on it. Look at the car just driving itself. Feel like Postman Pat in this. Car behind us sideways on. It's Tim Collison's. $15 until the proper race, guys. Sign up to it on Sim Racing System. I think there's about 20-30 people registered now, so it should be an interesting race of 2 full splits, I think. So a good way to actually get your account licenses up. And for those of you that don't know, just sign up, go to simracingsystem.com, sign up for an account, use your real name, and after a day or so, your account should be verified, and then you can do the racing. It's pretty awesome. It's got ranking, safety rating, and then every evening at 7 and 8 PM they have proper sort of YouTuber races, event races, which typically get quite a few people joining them. Why no VR? I've just been driving some 2D games recently, so we've got the TV on the desk, and it's easier to stream in 2D than VR. But as I always say, I do prefer driving in VR. Always trying to go for a move on the last 3 corners here of this warm-up race. Oh no! Oh, caught it, but we lost the place. Can we take it back on the power? I don't think so. I just put my foot on the accelerator there. We'll just counter steer and hope that it gets through the corner. 46 people, that's pretty good. So there should be 2 full splits. Oh! No return from that. You can join the Game of Muscle server right now if you want to do one. I think we have enough time to do one more practice race, at least a qualifying, before we go to the actual proper server as well. Thoughts on GTR 3? I don't really have any because I've not played it. Yeah, it should be interesting, Frank Zappa, to see what it's actually like, you know. The biggest thing with that direct drive wheel, the most interesting aspect of it will be the pricing. And it'll be really interesting if they go for a competitive price with the AccuForce wheel, or if it's more expensive, or if they do like a bundle with one. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something more expensive than the AccuForce wheel, but bundle it with one of their rims as a sort of, you know, they do like a bundle deal, maybe with some pedals and a rim, or the base with the rim to make it competitive. I would maybe they'll go for something where it's the same price as the AccuForce wheel, bundled with a nice Fanatec rim. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm just racing on Sim Racing System, Shumi. So yeah, and you probably won't like these cars. They're probably too slow for you. Just practicing for the race that's taking place in 15 minutes. I'm in Chatham at the moment, James. Don't murder me. Don't murder me. I'm a 8-minute car ride away from you. We could meet up on Chatham Canal and row a boat together and film it with a direct drive wheel. That's what I do in my spare time. Chatham Canal. I've actually swam in Chatham Canal and it wasn't exactly that pleasant. There's actually signs around, well, technically it's the River Medway, but there's signs around it and it says, it's like, for like rabies, not rabies, I don't know what it is, it's some like disease. If you have symptoms for this disease, please contact a doctor. It's all by the river because I guess there's rats there that are probably polluting it. Come out and bite you, mutant rats. That's why everyone from Maidstone's a bit weird. Yep, Sanyas, all my muscles are indeed from the direct drive wheel. It's the only way to get muscles. Right, we're going to be able to do a bit of qualifying and then we're going to the proper server. Whereabouts did you swim in the Medway? How far down? Because the thing is, because I've canoed it from Tunbridge, and at the top it's not too bad, but then you do notice all the sort of fields, you know, all the manure from the fields will go into it, and then by the time you get to sort of just on the way outside of Chatham, outside of Maidstone upstream, that's where you start seeing rats that are the size of cats. Like I was walking past a dustbin and a giant rat jumped out of it and I thought it was a cat at first, but no, it was a rat, and it was big. So yeah, probably not the best of places to swim. So let's get, I think we'll get like 2 more laps in here. Try and do something a bit smoother. And then we'll go over to the server. The small mage, I think in terms of strength is perfectly fine, you know. If you put the small mage on maximum strength, you probably won't, I mean you'd need a ridiculous rig to really have it so it doesn't break your sim rig, but realistically on max strength it's just you know, it will just kill your arms, especially if you're using like a Formula rim. Yeah, I think that's the big thing. What the best aspect of the direct drive wheels isn't the overall strength, it's just the precision of the detail, but outside of that, how smooth it is and the rotational speed. But I don't... Oops. take these out. I meant to do that. I don't see how you'd get that with without a direct drive motor. You probably see me around. Well, if you look on the streets of, you look for homeless people on Maidstone, it was probably me. If you saw like a guy sat in a sim rig on the street, it was probably me. You've ordered the large maze, it's gone all in. Oh dear. I know, it'd actually be interesting to try the different motors, you know. See how much of a difference they actually do have. I guess that'll be one of the nice things of going to Sim Racing Expos. You'll get to try, if you do go to it, you get to try all the different kits one after each other and get a really good idea for things. I think it's going to be a case of trying to keep this car tidy, you know, to win the race on the sim racing system. Right, let's get one more lap in and then we're going to go over to the sim racing system server screen. They don't. Yeah, they really don't have that much grip. They've got more grip than that Maserati, though. If you the really old Maserati in AC, that car literally has bicycle tyres. Ah, okay. I was reading the chat room there. John Pilgrim, your comment was too long. Pretty much, James Osborne. streaming has pretty much been like a homeless person, but sat in a sim rig. It's all good. Right, let's get over to the server. Last chance to register, guys. There's like 1 minute left to register. Let's see how many people are in. 60 drivers are registered. Fantastic. So should be at least 2.5 splits. And there shouldn't be any splits that are sort of empty. It's absolutely packed full of people. It's going to be awesome. Oh, hang on. We've got the timing wrong here. And it's actually an hour away. 5 minutes. There we go. It just hadn't refreshed. I was thinking to myself, hang on a minute. I'm sure it started at 8 PM. $60 drivers. I am using OBS, yeah. I always use OBS. Does the job. Doesn't cost any money. Works fantastic. I use it for all my recording and everything, really. It's nice I can just set it up. And they've just recently done a big update to it that makes locking all your images and graphics and stuff to the screen a lot better and a lot easier. Really nice piece of software. Have you streamed before HCM FPL from VR? Because you have to be careful with VR because it absolutely hammers your computer if you've not streamed with it before. To make sure you get your settings decent, otherwise you're going to be driving in slow motion. Sim Racing System, Morten Eriksson, just sign up for it. simracingsystem.com, totally free. It's like iRacing for a set of course. It's really good. Should be able to join in a second. There we go. I haven't. No. It's not that far though, is it? I've only been living in Kent for like 2 years or so. Here we go. 5 minutes practice. I think it's 10-minute qualifying. 20-minute race. There you go. It says at the top. I don't know what I was doing there. Full-on server here. Bernd Hebelson is in the server. We normally end up racing him. Antoine Jacquet as well. We've got the classic drivers that we always end up battling, so that should be pretty awesome. We always end up next to Bernd Hebelson. He's like our arch rival. I need to slash his tyres in the pit box. He's always banging on our door. Got a car skin. Lombard. Lift trucks. Dunlop. Castrol. We've got the little roof rack finishing on it. And that's actually just to stop the rain getting into the doors. This car doesn't have a roll cage. It does inside. It's got a rear. You can see it just on the screen here. It's got like a. I don't know if it's a full roll cage, but I think there's enough there to stop the driver's head getting squashed. You'd think. It's a slight roll cage. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's just behind the driver. We'll drive into this car and be able to see it. So just over the driver's head. That's all he gets. A single a single bar over the top of him. But I mean that's good enough as long as you don't crash into the front of the car too heavily. Be alright. Let's do some donuts in the pit lane whilst we wait. Whoa, there's the wall. My player name is James West Desperado, Wild Wild West. Because everyone knows I'm a cowboy. Thankfully the tyres don't have collision in the pit lane. I wonder if you can drive your car through here. No. Invisible wall. Okay. Just waiting for practice to finish here. I don't know Oni Zetto 666 because I've never seen a Super 7's roll cage. Oh, we might as well get the car on the track. We're going to need all the practice we can get, let's face it. How are the volume levels for the stream? Does it sound alright? Clear? Alright, thanks Frank. Mr. Zapper. Loud and clear. Nice. It's really nice in this Assetto Corsa. You can feel how much grip you've got on the fronts really clearly. And it's really obvious if if the car's going to stick to the corner or understeer, and then you can adjust your driving accordingly. It's something that's not as well done, I think, in a lot of simulators. Hi, Adopap. Hi, dog boy. CV1 isn't working. Why now? Finding menu, then single white screen in VR. Not sure. I've tried using Blown Fuse. I tried using that iRacing Force Feedback app, but to be honest, I didn't really care for it that much. I mean, you can tweak the settings, you can get different force feedback from it, like the rotational twist of the car and tweak the suspension and things, but you still don't get any sort of really subtle feel for the loading of the car in terms of tyre scrub, and ultimately, iRacing is still iRacing, regardless of what you do with the physics, with the force feedback. So I didn't really find it help that much. I found it better just sticking to the default force feedback, to be honest. You do that, Quentin Carr. Here we go. We're just waiting to get to qualifying. You don't need that good a PC to do AC. Oh, Tiago Lima's got into server 2. Am I in server 2 or are you in server 2, Tiago? If you're in server 2, why are you in server 2 when you're like ridiculously fast? This feels surprisingly nice doing this with a direct drive wheel. Just turning left and right is a pleasure. That's how exciting direct drive wheels are. Right, here we go. Qualifying. Let's get the fuel levels down. Let's pump up the... We need some techno music. I seem to be falling asleep this evening. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, no, Tiago. You need to get your rating up so you can join in with us. Or don't get too good, though, because I'm fed up of you beating me at everything. You need to get your rating up, but just remain slower than me. And then everything's good. Look at this car in front. Oh, someone's parked over on the right. You too, Tiago. Hopefully you finish your race in one piece. Ah, this looks fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. My energy levels are underneath the floor at the moment. Maybe need some Monster Energy drink, some Doritos, some Red Bull. Where's he going? I actually always found energy drinks just make you more tired. In terms of waking you up, I think doing some push-ups is probably the best thing to do. Same with sugar. It gives you a little sugar high, but then you get a insulin response. And you're like, oh, after like 10 minutes after. It looks like there's quite a few people in the server struggling to keep the car on the road as that green car's bouncing up and down all over the shop. Red Bull gives you Honda engines. Well, that's a proven way to do it, but I don't think it's particularly healthy. We're not good in the long term. I find Alcohol makes me tired as well. Nothing wakes me up. I mean, to be fair, a good cup of tea and like a nice scone, as long as it's not got too much cream on it, not too much jam on it, but a good scone and a cup of tea, that does the trick actually normally. Maybe a nice biscuit, tea and biscuit. There's a shortcut to remove that, but I can't remember what it is. Tea's your best friend. I'm running out of tea. I've got a box of Twinings every day that I've been getting through. I've actually been drinking a lot of coffee recently. That's probably why I'm tired. Gatorade. That'll just be sugar though, won't it? That's the thing. The nice thing with drinking Coke and Lucozade and Gatorade and stuff like that is you can actively feel your teeth dissolving as you're drinking it. So the thought of your teeth disappearing probably perks you up a little bit. I love how much feel you get through the force feedback in AC. It's absolutely extraordinary, really. Oh no, there goes... Oh, you bloody Kunos penalty. Oh no, I'm ruining that guy's lap. Let's get off the track for him. There we go. Ah. Oh, it's the green guy that was losing control. Oh no. Well, we're in 8th at the moment, but this lap's not going to count, so... The wheels on this car are so big, it's ridiculous. Let's let this guy get a bit of a gap. Coffee gives you penalties. Look here, James Osborne. I was testing what it felt like to lose grip, understeer in an unsatisfying way, and completely demolish my my lap. Oh, it's BRT. He's come in. BRT Cobra. Check out his YouTube channel, guys. BRT Cobra. I think he's putting up some Assetto Corsa hot laps soon. And he's pretty fast. So if you want to learn how to drive fast, check out his channel. And he doesn't use, you know, he doesn't use fancy equipment. He does it with the basics. That is if he's actually uploaded his hot lap videos. I don't know if he has yet. But I guess you could always subscribe to his YouTube channel in advance of him doing that. There you go. It's coming soon. I mean, here I am, pimping your channel, telling everyone how good your hot laps are, and you've not got one AC video on it. I mean, sometimes I don't know why I give you shout outs, you know. For those of you that don't know, BRT basically just makes you spend money on microphones and audio equipment every time you talk to him, so you've got to be careful. The car turns in on the brake there. It's quite nice, actually. Okay, this is where we understeered off last time. Let's not do it again. Bit of counter steer. Dab the brake there. Oh, there we go. Everyone's struggling to keep the cars on the track. Because, I mean, to be honest, with this vehicle, a lot of it will be mastering the corners whilst using the full extent of the circuit. But you've got to sort of preemptively drive the corner. Go in too hot. Obviously, gonna understeer off it, but you know there's only so much recovering you can do. Oh, okay, we're alright. I thought he was going to block me off. Shameless plug. I think it's because these corners are downhill and sort of flat or slightly off camber, so that's why you kind of feel like you're getting sucked off the corner a bit. Oh, we're not doing too bad. We're almost half a second up here. Oh, Oh, no, no, no. Oh, there you go. So you can nicely feel the brake in terms of how much brake pressure you can press before you lock up, which is lacking in a lot of driving simulators. Okay, here we go. Let's see where this puts us. Hang on, we just lost all the time that we gained. Ah, 8th. Okay, new personal best. I'll accept it. Well, if it says new PB, I'm happy, even if it's not particularly fast. Yeah, the brakes are actually surprisingly good on this car. Look at that, we could get so much more time out of this. We're almost half a second up already just by taking T1 more at the limit. We're going to get stuck in traffic now on the last flying lap that we got. I'm basically just a box of driving slow excuses, but it's okay because then you can learn the excuses from me and apply them to your own driving and not feel too bad when your ego gets totally smashed driving online against people that actually can drive fast and can actually drive fast without using ludicrously expensive simulator equipment. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, there we go. Let's give it a little bit of a shake. Feel out the grip. I'm like Sherlock Holmes here, trying to work out where the grip is. That's what Sherlock Holmes did. You might not be familiar with that famous Sherlock Holmes story where he had to find out where the grip was. The mystery of the slip. One of the lost stories, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's secret Sherlock Holmes stories that only I know about. Oh! There we go. Come on, Sherlock Holmes. I say, Dr. Watson, I believe we may have found a full 1 second of grip hidden in the closet. I've used my skills of deduction and direct drive wheel shaking to deduce that there's more grip to be found. It's just a case of using the full extent of the circuit. There we go, 1 second up. Come on, 5th place, I think. 5th place, pray for 5th. 5th, come on, called it. Oh no. I was a little bit too optimistic, but we got two seconds. That means we can finish this lap. Bloody hell. I'm off the pace. Top split though. We haven't done... Okay, we did 30 minutes of practice. Really is no excuse. I was hyped for 5th place then. I honestly thought we were getting 5th place. And that was taken away from me. Truly are driving slow. Oh! Okay. Well, that's that. That's the end of that. It's customary to write your car off at the end of qualifying when you've got the budget for it. Stop sucking off the sausages. Let's have a look at the times and see how bad we are. Oh. Yes, we are somewhat off the pace here. Although, mind you, they're doing something totally different. They're doing something totally different. I mean, obviously we are sliding off all over the place, but Antoine Jacquet's normally pretty damn fast. Oh, we've been relegated to 11th, 18, and he's on 16 and a half. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe I would have thought there's probably a little bit to get out of setup, but I'm obviously driving totally off. Totally off to be that far off the pace. I've probably got the car in reverse going around the track backwards. That's probably the issue. That's what it feels like. Most important piece of equipment to invest in order to drive faster. Yeah, pedals. All your time in sim racing is through the brake pedal. It's all about getting the braking right. I'm on default land here. This car doesn't have that many setup options, but We'll see. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, for this race. Probably had too much fuel in the car as well. I don't know how much fuel we need for the race. Let's go for 50. That's more than enough fuel. That'll do. There's no tyre choices. Yeah, well, we'll just go with that. It doesn't really matter. We're so slow, it's not going to make any difference. If we finish facing forwards, then I think we're good. Let's just try and be as clean as possible. Now that I've said that, we're going to smash into everyone off the start-finish line. Thanks, BRT. Hold on to your trousers. Pray that we've got the steering wheel facing forwards for a start. I think we do. Starting off in 11th. Top split. Go, go, go. Bog down. Oh, God, that's the worst possible start. Unfortunately, all the cars behind us were also slow. Let's see if we can get any places to. Look at that. All the cars all bunched together. It's like a traffic jam on the motorway. Let's not look at that view too much in case we miss the break point. Typically we can gain some places at the start when everyone's being really cautious. We'll just ram our car straight at the middle. Take advantage of everyone's misfortune. Hopefully not generate our own misfortune in the process. Get on the power! Whoa! Oh, there we go. We can sneak one up the inside there. He's got a bit wide. There we go. And to the right a bit. I think we can just about... No. We didn't lose a place, though. 10th place. We're getting 1 place so far. Oh, no. Sorry. 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 They'll probably just cause a huge pile up there. Oh, no. I tried to knock him back round, but it didn't really help. Take down. Sorry. Oh. Fortunately, no one's watching, so, you know, I'll just deny it after the race. That's the best thing about these races. Nobody's watching. Nobody saw that. Everyone, I hope everyone closed your eyes during the stream at that point and just saw a really nice smooth overtake in the car in front. Strangely, the car in front just rotated. It was almost as if the car hit that guy. I don't know who it was, but they just rotated on the spot. I really don't know what happened to them, but strange that. So that was a that was like an episode of X-Files there. Get Mulder and Scully out on the case. Don't know what happened to his vehicle. I mean, as I say, it did appear like someone just smashed straight into him without a care in the world and just drove really badly. But, you know, that's obviously not what happened. We've got a car behind us. Hope he's not the guy we took out. Oh, Bern Hebelson's behind us. Here he comes again. Oh no, don't run out of track. Oh, put one. Oh no! There goes another car. Sorry. I mean, I don't think that wasn't my fault then. I'm going to have to put a stab vest on after this race. Oh, everyone's going a bit wide there. I put a back wheel on the grass then. Always going for a move up the inside of us. Someone's going for a joyride on the grass. Oh, I'm leaving space. I've had so many incidents this race. We're going to get penalised. Oh no! Oh, I think he lost it. Whoever was behind us. No, he's still there. Just block up the inside. We've got so little grip once you go over it, and you just start going sideways. No, the inside is indeed fully blocked off. No way past. It's David Savard is trying to get past us. I've got a feeling we're going to get punted if we keep defending him this aggressively. Traffic jam. You can see his little fire suit on. Oh, he's backing off because he knows that we're all over the track because I can't handle this car to save my life. David Saval can't get past us. Oh, there's been an accident up front. Might get another place out of this if he's slow out at the exit of this corner. Pierre Gamallo. Oh, he's going to be in a draft here. Grass defence tactics. Oh, there he is. As long as I'm on the inside, we should be okay. When in doubt, brake last. Oh, no, 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 no. Squeezing him, but I can't. Obviously, I can't drive into him. Oh, he's still in front. I squeezed him a bit there, but I don't think it was unfair. It's right next to us. Awesome side-by-side driving here. I think he's scared to make a move on us because he knows we're probably going to drive into him if he does. Oh, you don't need virtual mirror. That's what pushing the two buttons together is for. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he's still in front. Oh, he's like, what is this guy driving like a drunk? It's a game of muscle. That's why. No. Oh, he's got up there. Can't really do anything about that. He can't really get on the power, though. Oh, no. Oh, see, I cut back in front of him and then got on the brake for the brake point. I don't think that's an illegal move. It's borderline though, because I got in front of him for the corner and then had to brake for the corner. A little bit dodgy. We're gonna have quite a few instance points for the end of this race. Oh dear. Close your eyes, guys. It didn't happen. He's lost a place to Bern Hebelson. I think he might be a little bit angry after that. We've got to have two complaints now. That's it. Bulletproof armour needed. Don't learn how to drive in multiplayer from this race. Not a good idea. I'm doing a demonstration on how not to defend. It's like the Goodwood race. If Goodwood had drivers murdering each other, or one driver murdering everyone else in the race. I don't think it was necessarily my fault, that contact back there, though, because I was in front of him. I've got Helicorsa on, and I hadn't really made a move after we'd been going side by side. I mean, it wasn't a takedown like the previous move that we did. It's pretty good, Alfro. Until you go sideways too much. And then it takes the weekend to get the grip back. Oh! He's come back again. He's probably going to brake test us in revenge for our taking him out. We've got Bern Hebelson behind us. And then this is the guy we were just racing against a second ago. David Savala. He got right past us then because we were too busy driving sideways around the corner. Hi, Yulia. The only way I win races is if I bribe the opponents. You have to actually keep your foot down this car for quite a while because it sort of hits the limiter, but then it still has power left after you straighten it up. Thanks, Frank Zappa. See, it hits it and then you actually don't change gear. I drive terrible in real life. Don't want to be in a car with me. Last time I went go-karting, I think I took 2 or 3 people out as well. I'm bad news in a car. And a go-kart. And last time I went on a dirt bike, I ended up in a hedge. So, yeah, basically... not good. Let's see if we can catch back up with David Svala here. I don't have a car at the moment. I drive a train. Buses. If I was to get a car, I'd get something like a Skoda Citigo, to be honest. If I was to choose, if I was to get a car that was totally impractical and for fun, I'd get like a Caterham. The worst car you could possibly own in the United Kingdom, but it'd be good fun to drive. It'd probably end up driving into a tree. Oh, come on. Hey, Pixel Therapy. I don't know why he's on Twitch. I don't know how that works, given that we're only streaming to YouTube. But there you go. Makes no sense. Well, we're still in 10th place. We're holding on to it. And we've got Bern Hebelson behind us, who's normally slightly faster than us. So, can't be doing too bad. If we could just tidy things up a bit, we'd be on David Svala. Maybe he'll make a mistake. See, there's definitely a huge gap. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some setup shenanigans going on here, because there's, you notice that Dave Svala is, you know, he's just driving slightly faster than us, but it's not a massive difference. And the same with the guys behind us, but then the people in front are literally, you know, a couple of seconds faster. No, Dave Savala's made a mistake. We might be able to catch back up with him. Morgan Freewheeler. Oh, I'd definitely like to own a motorbike, but I know I'd kill myself within a week of owning it, so that's out of the question. Oh. Oh, we're right on his tail. David Svala's going to be feeling the pressure. That is not the line through there. Oh, squeezing out. Use the whole track. Seems like driving a skateboard with icy wheels. Let's go into that sideways. 6 minutes left in the race. Pretty alright. Oh, opposite lock out of that. At least by wearing trainers we're not getting cramp in a toe. That's a bonus. Oh! Arto Hannanen right behind us. Here this says the grunts. It's because I'm weak and the force feedback's too strong. Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, you absolute arse. Oh, I can't believe it punted us off the corner. Unbelievable. He totally smashed us off the corner there. I guess we deserved it from taking out the other guy. All's fair in love and war. Down to 13th place we go. See if we can catch back up. But we've only got... Oh, we've got 5 minutes. Might be able to catch up with Bernd Hebelsen and Theromi Austria. Yeah, we got Karmad. It was probably the guy we took out. So we probably did deserve it. I mean, I guess I should have been aware. I could have backed off and avoided it. I was too busy in my own little driving bubble, imagining 10th place happiness. You've always got to focus on the potential of a crash. I'm going to have so many incident points from this race, you know. Probably banned from Sim Racing System. I've had more contacts than your average snooker cue at a pool game. Not good when it comes to public server racing. Well, it's not really public server, but you know what I mean. Sim Racing System. Thank you, Pixel Therapy. I will be doing more streaming. As we get into it a bit more. I think we've got a good stream setup actually in terms of the quality and the layout and everything else. And the way I've got it set up now actually works with VR as well, so it's going to be good when Project Cars comes out, or when the embargo lifts on the 18th. I'll be streaming that quite a bit as well, which will be fun. Probably do some single player, some multiplayer. I probably have to be single player because it'll be the press version and not many people online. That'll be fun to stream for a bit, and we'll keep doing the Sim Racing System races. See if I can get more out of this car here. 3 minutes left, so 2 laps left. 5 seconds gap between us and the cars in front, but they're battling away. Bernd Hebelsen. Wrong gear all the way. Come on! Trying to get more out of this car. At least finish with a new PB, that'd be nice. Consolation prize. I'm always drifting, I can't help myself. It might not be the fastest way around the track, but it's nice and fun. Definitely will get a lot more speed out of it if I'm not driving sideways through half these corners. You really have to hold yourself back from doing anything that will make this car go sideways, because that seems to be its natural state, seems to be sideways through the corners. You need more crumpets, Erwin van der Boer. The person sells your tyres after this race. We've actually got through the entire tyre stockpile of Italy here. I've had to buy a new set of tyres every single lap. We've got a really fast pit crew that chase beside the car each lap and swap the tyres over. You might not have seen them, they're that good. Sim Racing Party, thanks Pixel Therapy. $30,000 crazy people. Oh, I can't get any more out of this. I'm just too slow. I mean, I am catching on these two cars. I was 5 seconds and now I'm only 3.5. But yeah. I think I need to stick to my bread and butter. Caterhams, crossbows, radical. And that's kind of it. Old cars and Formula cars, we're just slow. It has to be the specifically tailored to Game of Muscle driving ability cars. Buses, tube trains. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good car for side-by-side racing. Unfortunately, if you get punted off, that's it. And I do have a suspicion that the top guys on this server probably have some setup stuff going on. Because there was like a really big gap between me and these two guys. Well, me and the three guys that were close to me, and then the front guys were just miles ahead. I quite like open wheel racing, but I'm rubbish, so a little bit slow. The Lotus 125 is pretty good though. I like that car. Well, let's have a look at the results. Tiago Lima, how well did you do on your server? Well, Cyril Cherry won that. Well done. Bartek Kubik, sounds like a Klingon, came in second. Falvio Gianova in third. Crispin Williamson in fourth. Andreas Nonis in fifth. Antoine Jacquet came sixth though. He's normally pretty fast, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some setup stuff because Antoine Jacquet normally is pretty much at the top. You know, he's up there. Of course you won, Tiago. Crispin Williamson. I love people's names on Sim Racing System. You always people with crazy names from all around the world that you just don't hear in the UK. Let's have a look at the stats. This is nice thing, you've got the standings in Sim Racing System. Well, we've this was the first race we took part in, so we're not going to be near the top, that's for sure. Who's winning? Cyril Cherry. He's won every... Oh no. Why has he got 3 wins in a second when there's only been 3 races? That doesn't make any sense. But on that note, guys, I'm dropping off to sleep here. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's only 8:40, so I'm gonna call it a day for the stream. But we'll be on tomorrow, probably streaming a day tomorrow actually. So if you haven't, click the subscribe button. You'll be notified when we do go live. But I do really appreciate everyone that's come along and watched this stream and joined in. Hope you had a good race. Maybe it wasn't the best of cars, but it wasn't terrible. Did a little bit of cruising by ourselves. We got punted off. We took some people out. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Off to get some sleep. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.